like little sort of gimmicky kind of little tunes as I go along. I was walking down the street the other day when a big fat mouse got in my way. I said, I hate to disappoint you, but I love you too. So I took out my shotgun and shot him in two like a mouse. I was living in the Middle East. I'm working for this company doing personal training, and my dad got ill in Scotland, so I came over to Scotland to be with him. Had a really good job at a gym, front of house manager of a gym, top notch. Dad died, I obviously couldn't handle the pressure, so I quit my job. I resigned, and then obviously I couldn't pay for my rent in my place where I was staying. Then family friends who lived in Warwick said, why don't you get out of London and come to Warwick? So I was like, great. Moved with them into Warwick, everything was perfect, no problems, working at the animal clothing store. And then I got really ill, and because it wasn't in my 3-month probation, they said, look, unfortunately we're going to have to let you go because you've taken too much time off work. So I met this girl, applied for an au pairing cleaning job at a family house. The deal was £70 a week, including board and lodging. First week paid me £35 and said they'd overpaid me. Second week didn't pay me and said that was in lieu of my rent and it's not working and I had to leave. So I said, could I wait till the next day? They're like, no, you have to leave now, and that's how I became homeless. Circumstances changed, there was no money. In terms of getting, I've been looking for work and stuff, and in terms of getting benefits, went to the council when it was snowing. They're like, unfortunately you don't have any family connection in the area, so we can't put you in emergency accommodation. And luckily, I mean, you do what you have to do, Rich. Like, the crisis team said to me, look, you can go to St. Michael's for the week because it's warm and there's food, and it's not a solution, but there's nothing else we can do. And I was like, well, I'll do it for a week. I went, and let me tell you, it was an experience of note. But after a week, they're like, Vix, there's nothing wrong with you. We can't keep you here. We need the bed space. I'm still looking for work, waiting for my audition date for the Stratford course, and I have to redo my fitness course as well, because I have that as well. I paid for it last year, paid £1,000, but because I was ill, couldn't do it. So I paid for that. I've paid for my gym membership up front. It was 350 quid, but I'm not going to waste it. But I'll use it once I get my running shoes out of my mate's house, because I stored my stuff everywhere, you see. What I always tell people, right, you're only a paycheck away from being homeless. In retrospect, how many people have money left after they've been paid? They don't. They pay their rent, they pay their bills, they've got a bit of money for toiletries, groceries, and at the end of the day, they then live on credit. So we're all living in credit. We're living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. Very few of us are affluent enough or in that bracket to be able to just say, oh, I've got 1,000 quid left in my account. You don't. So it teaches you, number one, that when you do have money, you need to save for a rainy day, which is a big wake-up call, because the next job I get, I'm taking at least 20% of my salary and putting it into a ISA account or something. That in the situation that I'm in now, it wouldn't occur, because I'd be able to pay for my own B&B. I wouldn't have to rely on, you know, this or that. So yeah, it teaches, that's probably what the lesson I had to learn, maybe, because I was a bit frivolous with money before. I loved clothing, going to Next, all the sales, perfumes, makeup, whatever. Don't worry, I still get my makeup. I go to Boots and I get my free little squirts of perfume every day, you know, I'm sorted. But yeah, I've never wanted to thieve, I've never wanted to steal off anyone else. Made my money drawing on the streets. I've had to beg a couple of times when I've had no food. Embarrassing and humiliating, but you have to do what you have to do. I haven't done that in a long time now. It doesn't sit well with me, begging off somebody's hard-earned cash, do you know what I mean? I don't have a habit, I don't have a drug habit, I don't have a drinking problem. Yeah, I drink socially with mates when you got, everyone does, so what? I've tried weed, you know, but so what? We've all tried stuff, but that's then. I've got a 5-year plan, and my 5-year plan, right, to finish, get into Stratford, do my performing arts and head off to New York. So, but I'm 34 now, yeah? But by my 40th birthday, I'll be celebrating my first Broadway show. I will do well, and I will do famous, and I don't mean Oscars, I'm not talking about that fame. If that happens, great. But I want to be famous in my own right and say, you know what, look where I came from and look what I've achieved. Not with the help of my mommy and daddy, not with the help of rich parents or grandparents or whatever. I've done this on my own, with no one backing me, but just pure determination and will to get to where I want to get to.